Today, we're going to be rating physiques on our 1 to 10 physique rating scale, which we use for all of our physique analyses. But today, we're going to be rating physiques on Reddit. These are just physiques that are submitted to Reddit for public review, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Brutally, honestly, for the female gaze. If you know anything about our videos, you know we talk about building a physique that serves you in the real world. Yeah, I need to get this out of the way. We are not rating this in terms of bodybuilding or being as big as possible. We are rating these based on aesthetics, attractiveness, and how well a physique works to get the real world result that you sought after when you first started the gym. Because I got way too many comments in the comment section about, yeah, but you could always be bigger, or but you need to lose your abs to get bigger. You know, just dumb comments like that. Just need to get that out of the way. Bigger is not always better, and you'll see what we mean when we get into rating these physiques. So, holy size. This dude is a big boy, okay? So this is very far from the female gaze. He's massive. He's bigger than me, and he's bigger than pretty much anyone I've ever seen. This is what guys think will happen if they go on a dirty bulk naturally. Yeah, so this is like what females will think is a dad bod, and I actually go kind of against what you said. I think that for some specific women, especially older women, this would actually be very female gaze. There is a large subsector of women now that do go for that more like pudgy, bulked up dad bod look, and they would classify this as a dad bod. Yeah, he needs a trip to Turkey to fix their hairline. That's about all I could say, and then drop the body fat. He's gonna look absolutely insane. 10 plus years of training. Are we saying this is natty? This is not natural. No way. In terms of rating him on our 1 to 10 scale, it is kind of hard to say because it is such like a standout physique. It doesn't really fit in that normal range of muscle mass. But if I were to just throw out a number, 6 for appeal, because there's going to be some women that love it, some women that hate it. Yeah, he's like a big teddy bear. Okay, here we go. This is going to be a very gay video. No diddy. We're all grown-ups here. We can rate physiques, okay? So this is an extremely aesthetic physique. He's got the small waist, average clavicles, but he's built good shoulders. His arms look great width, great chest fullness. Insertions are there. The abs are symmetrical. He's lean. You almost couldn't fault it. Maybe he could bring up a few areas, but overall, man, I'm going to give this physique. Okay, even the back looks really nice. Yeah, oh man, this is super frame. Holy frame, bro. No, I changed my mind. He has great clavicle width. Yeah, amazing clavicle width and a small waist. Symmetrical abs. He's lean. He could do with a 10 in this. That would bump up the points massively, and maybe by shaving the chest. This is honestly, boys, a 7.8 to an 8. I'd call this an 8. An 8 almost. I would call this an 8. If you got a 10 and like really maximized the presentation of his physique, it's an 8 for sure. A touch more muscle mass, I think. Yes. Just a little touch. And when we're shitting on these guys' physiques, just know I am more critical of myself than I am of these physiques. So if you don't think I don't rate myself in the same way, trust me, I do. I know where I sit. I know how it looks on the video, like us just standing here roasting guys and their physiques. This is just purely from like a constructive criticism standpoint and objective rating. So this is in r/calisthenics. So we can assume that this guy does calisthenics. Yeah, okay. Got a good amount of muscle mass. His back looks much bigger and like bulkier than the front. That's the calisthenics. I mean, look at even the legs. He has surprisingly good legs for someone who does calisthenics. He's very lean. The back is like a 7.5, but the front, the chest needs a little more work. Maybe some more size in the arms. And this is very typical for a calisthenics athlete because they're doing lots of pull-ups. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's a very quote-unquote attractive physique. It would definitely give off a lot of appeal online if you were to post it. He's lean, aesthetic, small waist, wide clavicles. Just needs a bit more mass. I'd say a 7. 7 and maybe 7.5. Rate my physique, 16 years old, 62 kilos at 5'10". So this is a light guy for his off-rip, amazing tricep genetics, full muscle bellies. What the fuck am I looking at, bro? What is that? Buzz, what? Okay, here we go. Here's a more realistic. So wide hips, that's a bit of an L, but the waist is... This is a very interesting looking physique, man. It does look quite odd. I'm not gonna lie, something about it. So really full chest, muscle bellies. The shoulders are pretty good, but the hips and like sort of the bottom of this midsection throws it off a little bit. Maybe it's the way he's flexing the abs. The back needs more size for sure. But it looks good. It's got a good taper to it. Yeah. I mean, this is typical of like 1.5 years of training. He hasn't really filled out every area of his physique. He's got some strong points and some heavy weak points. Very typical with this amount of training because you're going in there. He hasn't tried to fill in any areas yet. He's just trying to put on size. So for 16 years old, 1.5 years of natural training, I assume. It's good news. It's very good, yeah. I think even just with more training, genuinely everything will start to sort of even out in terms of weak points and strong points. I've noticed my weak points were always my arms, and I've noticed I'm not even specifically targeting my arms that hard, but they are starting to catch up to the the rest of my physique just simply because of the experience in the gym.
Yeah, I'd have to rate this guy's physique. I mean, it just looks kind of odd a little bit. The chest is great, obviously, but it's almost throwing me off.
I'd still say, just based on aesthetics, 6.5.
6.5 for sure.
Oh,
okay.
Is this real? Okay.
Yeah, so this guy has the Joe Rogan build. I think Theo Von said it looks like one of those roasted chickens. I mean, yeah, this is like a very torso-dominant physique.
Yeah, this is a spider physique. This is like, it almost looks photoshopped. Okay, yeah, so I'm not even gonna lie. I have no reason to be extra nice. This is cooked. This waist is such an L. He almost looks like he's like bloated, like he's got gas inside there. Oh, this is extremely typical. So I didn't scroll down. CrossFit, High Rocks, Army stuff. These guys always have this build, and that's because you're using so many core stabilizer muscles and things like that in your torso. Your whole torso becomes extremely thick, and I get so many comments every time I mention to avoid training obliques if you have a problem with your waist or your midsection not being thin. But it's a real thing, guys. If you are doing more core exercises, your waist will be more blocky. I mean, I'm not telling you to avoid training obliques or to avoid training your core, because it's important to have a strong core. But if this is what's holding you back from your aesthetics, I would avoid it. This is extremely typical of CrossFit High Rocks athletes.
Yeah, it is. I always see it. Yeah, obviously it's like great muscle mass, but the shape isn't there. It just looks kind of odd. I'd have to give it like a 5.5.
I'd give it less, honestly. It throws off the entire flow of the physique. It looks like a minion, bro. It's like 4.5.
You're not going to see it in any like main character of a Netflix series or anything like that.
No, because like his muscle isn't helping him at all, really.
Yeah.
Because of the build. He's dedicating himself to the sport, so all the power to him. Rate my physique 19 years old.
Wow. Yeah. Great vascularity. Very lean, good insertions.
It's good that he's lean because you can see everything is so cut in. Abs are etched, so is the chest. He's getting the striations through the middle of the chest there. And you can see he doesn't have the narrowest of waists, but because he's got lean, we always say this in the videos, get fucking lean if you're optimizing for aesthetics. Everything looks good. It looks A-okay.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's got a good amount of muscle mass. He's got the shoulder separation as well.
Yeah, nice bubbly shoulders.
Yeah, this is a very appealing physique. I'm not going to lie, man.
I can't rate this any less than like 7.8.
It's kind of hard to tell from this, you know, and they give us the best photos, but 7.8, maybe 7.5.
I don't think there's any major weak points here. I just think maybe a touch more muscle on the upper chest. That's about it. But he's pretty much doing everything in his power to look aesthetic.
Right, my physique. Okay, yeah, this is the same guy when I used to work a job that used to make fun of me for meal prepping, and he used to say things like, oh, is that all you eat? You eat the same thing every day. And you just have to stay silent because you don't want to lose your job, but this is usually who's talking.
Yeah, this is the same guy that will call you gay for working out. Rate my physique. This is interesting. This is extremely quad dominant. I mean, if you were to cut out the lower half, the top is amazing.
Yeah, great.
Amazing flow, amazing taper, symmetrical abs, nice and lean, tan, good structure in general. And then you see the lower half, holy fuck.
Yeah, man. I mean, it does look kind of cool. I'm not going to lie. It gives him that X frame, but it almost looks, I don't know how to explain it. I think when like some guys, you ever seen those like those gay guys when they go and get like the Botox?
Yeah.
I don't know what it's giving off a weird look.
Oh, yeah.
What did the comment section has to say?
Homosexual.
Yeah, see, why was I thinking of that same thing? Something about the massive legs looks homosexual. I'm not sure what the fuck
that is. A wild take, but it could be
I don't know what it is, bro. Maybe it's because women hold fat more in their legs or something.
Yeah, looks good, but gives off gay vibes. I don't know anything wrong with being gay.
Maybe I need to up my physique knowledge. Guys, if you can enlighten me as to why my first impression was that he just looks kind of zesty.
But it's the same impression as all these guys. This is super interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing legs, but give some like thoughts on why this might look gay. Maybe it's the underwear, I don't know. Whoa, where'd Nelson go? The microphone decided to shit itself right at the end of the video, but that's okay. I only just found out it's late as fuck at night now. The video is getting posted tonight, so if you're watching this, I could have been recording this like an hour ago. Guys, if you do want a physique analysis like we just did to those poor guys on Reddit, you can go to that first link in the description. That's our school group, and we now include the physique analysis service in there for free in your second month, or if you go to yearly, or if you simply just want the physique analysis, second link in the description. We do this completely manually. It's not like a ChatGPT thing or anything. Me and Nelson both spend like 20 to 30 minutes going over your physique, the weak points, the strong points, everything you need to do to improve your physique, or just click that button to join the school group right now. You join a community of hundreds of other guys and get 17 plus courses and over 100 videos. It is truly our life's work. It's everything you need to know to make the transformation. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.